Happy Thanksgiving morning, everybody. I'm back up and at it again. Got in the bed last night, got me a good night's sleep, so I'm back at it. I put my turkey in the oven. I don't know if I showed you, did a video on doing the turkey or not, but turkeys are kind of basic, just as long as we get them seasoned up real good and make sure they cook long enough to get done. This turkey is 15 pounds. I put it in the oven and cooked it for 5.5 hours, I believe it was, on 300, and this is how it came out. So this is what I decided to do. I decided to split it in half and just cut it up. I cut up this half over here, and I sort of left this other half intact pretty much, so you can see that traditional turkey look. But that's it for the turkey. So the rest of the food, I'm putting it together, y'all. I thank God that I had the strength and the wherewithal to start cooking week before last. So now I got everything pretty much done. I just got to start putting stuff together. I got all my frozen stuff out of the freezer. I've still got to cook green beans with the rest of my food, the collards and those rutabagas, and let's see, collards, rutabagas, and chopped barbecue. Let's get over here. Okay. See this stuff here I had, remember, if y'all been watching my videos, these are my rutabagas. That's my chopped barbecue turkey meat. And that's rutabagas again. That's a bag of collards. And these are my green beans. So that's pretty much the size itself. Oh, I got rice and gravy over here. Let's go over here. Honey, look, I'm getting this show is on the road. I want y'all to know that was my bean pot. Okay, I went ahead and made my gravy because remember I told y'all I bought some turkey wings and boiled them up. Got my broth ready, got my gravy done, got the rice already done back there, honey. I'm getting this show on the road and it's just 10:40, y'all. It's only 10:40, and I'll go over here to the fridge and show you whatever else I got to do. So I don't know how far I'm gonna get with really video and everything after this, but we'll see. I got some sweet potatoes. I'm gonna make some yams. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, I am. Even though I got the potato pies. Okay, this is all of my other stuff that I did ahead. This is macaroni and cheese, mac and cheese. Those two are stuffing. That one is a squash casserole that I prepared, oh Lord, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I made 2 of them, so I kept that one for Thanksgiving. So all this got to come out the fridge. So, honey, I've been rolling. Okay, off to the side here, I got my 3 gallons of brown sugar lemonade. In that, I've got 4 cups of lemonade mix, 2.5 cups of sugar, and fill the rest of the way up with water. So that's my brown sugar lemonade. That's all there is to it, y'all. The lemonade mix and the brown sugar mix, brown sugar lemonade. And over here, I got to do a banana pudding. As you can see, got my 2 bananas that's going to go in all those cookies. That's all we like. We just like to wave the bananas over the cookies, and we call it banana pudding. I'm just going to do some regular rolls. I got crescents in the, oops, about to turn something over. Got some crescent rolls in the fridge. Now, the kids love these thick fudgy brownies, so I'm going to make 3 or 4 batches of those because they love brownies. So that's about it, y'all, when I get it all together. But I just want to let y'all see where I am. And y'all know I had to come and say Happy Thanksgiving while y'all finishing up that dinner. Now, y'all should be just about finished now. We got to get this show on the road so we can get that food ready. So I got about, in the next, let's see, 4 or 5 hours, I think we're going to probably eat around 3 o'clock. So I feel good. I feel rejuvenated, and I don't have a whole lot to do. Got a lot to do, but not a whole lot because my heavy cooking is already done. The yams I've got to cook. Oh yeah, I got ribs. Whew. I got baby back ribs. That's what that is. Okay, I got to get my baby back ribs out of there. I'm about to get in trouble, y'all. That's 4 slabs of baby back ribs. I'm going to throw them in the oven. It'll take about a couple of hours to cook 4 slabs because, baby backs cook up real easy and nice and tender. So, listen, I got to get back to work. Just wanted to holler at y'all. I'll be back in a little while, so y'all be good and then get in that kitchen, get that meal going. Okay, y'all, it's time to get these ribs in the oven. What I'm doing to keep from lifting, I set my pan on the rack. I got 4 slabs of ribs, 4 slabs of ribs to go in here. So I'm just going to put them in there. This is my waterless cooking pan that I told y'all about before that's like as old as Tansy, 42 years old, y'all. Well, maybe 43, 44 now. Because we bought it like the year, either the year that she was born or the year before. Tansy's 43, I believe. That's on my side, I believe she's 43. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and spray this pan so they won't stick. And they probably won't, but I'm going to make sure that they don't. If y'all see in my oven, honey, it's got splatters everywhere. Okay, so we're just going to start putting these ribs. I already seasoned them. These are baby backs. I seasoned them, day before yesterday, I think. So, the way that this cookware works, it cooks with, it's called waterless cooking. And once I get them all into the pan, I'm going to stand them up. I guess each one of these slabs weigh maybe 3 pounds. So, you know, we got about 12 pounds of ribs in here. 4 times 3, yeah, 12, because I got 4 slabs. I'm just going to take and stand them up like so. I'm going to let them go ahead and start cooking. And when they get about halfway done, I'm going to hit them with that barbecue sauce and let them finish. And then when they finish cooking, I'm going to take the lid off of them. And I'm going to let them cook it with a, you know, just open. But for right now, we're going to do about a couple hours. Just like this. Okay? There we go. Okay, now this pan has a lid that goes on. So once I seal that lid in, I'm not putting any water in there. I'm just going to cover it like so, slide it back. I didn't lift anything, so when I get ready to come out, I get cream down here. So ribs in the oven, 375 for about 2 hours.
How are you still smiling? Why are you still smiling? You look happy. You're happy?
Okay. 375. Okay. Anywho, that takes care of that. So now the ribs, that's the last major thing that I've got to cook. I got some green beans to do. We're going to do Tyra's green beans and the banana pudding. And I think I'll be finished with dinner, y'all. I'm about to get excited now. And it's just, check me out, 11:07. The oven's got to finish heating up. So anyway, I'm going to get ready now to do these green beans. We've done these beans many times, and remember, we just melt some butter or cooking oil or whatever we're going to put in the pan. I'm going to do half and half. I'm going to do part cooking oil and part butter. So hang on. Okay, y'all, excuse me. We're getting ready to do the green beans, you know, Tyra's green beans. I've got 1/4 cup of olive oil in my pan. I decided to use olive oil instead of butter. So I'm going to put 1 bag. I got 3 bags. There goes my phone. 2 bags. I got 1 more bag to put in here. Let's see who's on the phone. Hold on. Okay, we're back to the beans. That was my girl Tanya calling, checking in. Okay, so I got a 1/4 cup of, this is 5 pounds of green beans. I'm going to put a tablespoon of garlic powder in there. A 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And I think I already told you a 1/4 cup of olive oil or a stick of butter, either one, whatever one you decide to do. This is garlic salt, y'all. And this is a little adobo seasoning. It has all kinds of seasoning in it. And of course, you don't want to cut up an onion in there. Or get that onion going. Thought I had one right there, but I didn't. Okay, there it goes. I got an onion. This is a good medium sized onion. Yeah, a good medium sized onion. So you know what? These beans were like 6 pounds of them, and it looked like all 6 pounds weren't gonna fit in this pot. But you know what? I'm gonna be brave and go ahead and put the rest of them in. I think they're gonna cook down far enough. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is just dice this onion up in there, or slice it up. Not necessarily dice it, but slice it. It doesn't matter if you dice it, slice it, cut it, whatever. Just so you get it in there for that flavor. You know we all about the flavor over here now. Okay. I tell you what. This thing is coming together, y'all. Okay. I'm going to throw a piece of turkey bacon over in there just for some extra flavor. I'll take about 2 or 3 strips of turkey bacon and just cut it up in there. It'll just give these beans some extra flavor. And the reason I'm cooking so many is because I anticipate a lot of folks coming. You know, I tell you the kids come from that are off at college, they come back. And usually about at least 4 to 6 of those come. So that's 4 or 6 extra people. And these are all mostly boys. Except there's 2 girls and the rest of them are boys. And you know how boys, well, not boys, they're young men now. Cause what are they? They're all between 23 and 24 years old now. And they eat lots of food. Okay, let me grab me some bacon to put in there. And these will be done. What I'm going to do next, after I chop that bacon up, stir them up real good, I'm going to put the lid on them and let them cook for about I think they cook about an hour to 45 minutes. Okay, so I will see you guys shortly. Okay, y'all, it's winding down. This next to the last thing. I'm going to do some, even though I did sweet potato pies, I'm going to do some yams. These are organic sweet potatoes. They are beautiful. These are called organic sweet potatoes. I got them from Sam's Club. I'm just going to cook the whole bag. It's a 5-pound bag. They are nice, and I don't even think they got strings in them, but they're pretty. And what I've done is just peel them, and I'm going to cut them. They're easy to cut for me to cut into medallions. Sometimes I spear them, but because it's easier for me to cut them like this. Sharp knife, sharp knife. Gotta have a sharp knife. And you see the size of medallions, and these are going to cook up nicely. And to cut through and give me some more time to do something else, I'm going to put these in the oven. Same process. Put the same amount of ingredients on it. Throw them in the oven, 375 degrees. They'll cook an hour and a half, and they should be okay, or 2 hours. Okay, so one of my trusty pans like so. My foil pans. I mean, I love these foil pans, y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. They serve such a great purpose because the good thing about them, once you're done with them, unless you just want to keep them, now some people keep them and wash them. I might rinse one out every once in a while if it's, just put something in it that didn't get beat up too bad. But for the most part, especially when I cook a lot of food, honey, and if that container is empty, it's going in the trash. In the trash. Okay, let's get our, let's see. Getting our ingredients out over here. I am going to start out with, of course, I always tell you, I use nutmeg, but very sparingly. Very sparingly. Just douse them a little bit, like so. And I've never used this brand of potato. In fact, I can't remember whenever I used, that I ever used the organic sweet potatoes. Now, they supposed to not have any pesticides and all that, but they're pretty and they're sweet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and sprinkle all put my vanilla flavor, my nutmeg, vanilla flavor, a couple of tablespoons full, and about a half teaspoon of nutmeg, because remember I told you nutmeg will take over if you allow it to. do so. And I'll put a half a teaspoon of salt. Sprinkle with a half a teaspoon of salt. And then the only thing I've got left to do is this salt is coming out sparingly. Okay. Then I'll put my brown sugar and butter, and they're ready to go into the oven. So hold on one sec. Let me get my brown sugar. Okay, the way I'm doing this time, I melted down my brown sugar and butter. Just melted it right on down. I'm going to pour it right on over these taters. That'll jump start them on cooking. Remember now, this is 5 pounds of potatoes, 3 3/4 cups of sugar, and 1 stick of butter. I'm going to start them out open. Or maybe I'll start them out covered, then I'll uncover. I think that's what you do them in the oven. You know, it's one way or the other. We'll check them out. See what happens. See what happens. Okay, so these babies are ready to go in the oven. They're ready to go. Yum, yum. That's going to be some good eating when they get done. Y'all hear me? So, getting ready to put them in the oven, and I shall return. They have to cook about 1.5 hours. The wheels on the bus are rolling. This is my rutabagas, frozen. I thawed them out a little bit. I'm going to put them in the pan now, and I'll run them through the oven as soon as those ribs come out and the potatoes come out. That is my chopped turkey barbecue. I'm going to get it going in the pan. I'm rolling. I'm just rolling. See what do aheads help you to do. So we're just going to, got one of these foil pans again to the rescue. Yeah, they're pretty much thawed out. Just I'll run them to the oven. Well, maybe I'll throw them out a little bit more. But I'll throw them out just to put them on the thaw cycle, the microwave. Get them thawed out just a little bit more. Yeah, still kind of frozen. I think my greens are thawed out good though. So we'll be back. Okay, y'all, those ribs are 3/4 of the way ready. What I'm going to do now is take them out of the pan and start putting barbecue sauce on them. And I'll put them back in. I've already added what I was going to add to this Sweet Baby Ray's. And I'm just going to brush them down real good with this barbecue sauce and run them right back through the oven and let them finish cooking. That way the barbecue sauce will glaze on. And we're going to have us some oven baked ribs. And this is about a 2-hour deal, y'all. It's going to take about 2 hours to do this. You see how those ribs cook to perfection right there in the oven. When they come out, I'll cut them up. Okay. See, this pan here will allow them to lay out and sort of glaze real good, and I didn't do what I should have done. Again, I'm not sure whether this oil will keep it from sticking or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray them anyway. Spray the pan. And the ribs. You know, this Sweet Baby Ray's is good. All you have to do is just add your own little, whatever you're going to add to it and go on about your business. And you got you something good on your hands. So, it's real easy, y'all. Like I say, cook them about 3/4 of the way. I don't know if you have a pan similar to this, but this gets mine to this point. I think they've been cooking like 1.5 hours maybe. And all together it's like, how that goop stuff cook up on there. You watch out for that, okay? This is going really good, y'all. This smells so good. You know, barbecue sauce always smells good. And after they begin to glaze, you probably have to come back in there and put a little bit more barbecue sauce on. So just make sure you got plenty of barbecue sauce now on hand, which I do. In fact, I bought some yesterday. You know, if you like them real saucy, we like them saucy but not too saucy, you know what I mean? We don't want the sauce to kill the flavor of the meat, because we like them, that the flavor of them baby back ribs. So baby backs, you cannot beat them, seriously. Okay, how you cook them. And you know what? It's kind of hard to mess up a baby wheel. Somebody said that about chicken, but I've had some messed up chicken in my life, so I'm not going to even say that. I'm going to leave that right alone, as they say. Alright, I got 2 more to go here, y'all. 2 more to go. And there's some juice. Oh, that's hot. These ribs yielded about 2 cups of juice. If I had something else to cook, I'm telling you the truth, it would make a real good seasoning base. That broth off these ribs is good. But you know it's full of grease, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Now see, in the past I would have took that and poured it up and put it in the freezer and used it later on, but I'm not doing that today. I'm gonna leave it right alone. Leave it alone, y'all. Leave it alone. The drippings, so to speak. That little stuff that cooks up on, I guess that's when you cook, you know, the blood that comes out of the meat. It gets that little kind of a little icky stuff. All you have to do is just wipe it off, honey. Ain't gonna hurt a thing. You know, in cooking, you experience some things that might not look all right, but it's all right. Okay, got 1 more to go. 1 more to go. Ooh, and that one's right in the juice. Right in the juice. Just a little more of that, whatever that is. Okay, flip it. Get that backside. And they're almost falling apart. That's the reason why you just let them get. Because you know when these babies get done, they fall off the bone. I don't want them to tear all up yet. I want to be able to cut them in pieces after they glaze. Okay. Ooh, it's hot. Ouch. Hot. I can't put my hands on that. Let's get this big one. Yes, sir. Okay, hold on. Narika's here. He's so quiet. He be over there on the games, though. He's no problem. He told me he wants some lemonade. He call it lemonade. That one's about done. So's the other one. But that's enough to get these going, because I know I'm going to have to hit them again before they come out of the oven. So this is your typical oven-baked ribs. Real simple. I almost started to go ahead and grill them while I was doing the turkey, but I thought, you know, that was a bit too much work. So, like I said, I try to pace myself and not overdo it. So these are ready to go into the oven. Okay. I'm going to try to get it where at least 3 of them will be directly like that. And then that last one, I just have to come back and pull it out from under there and let it glaze, okay? Let me wash my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, it's time to make banana pudding. This is going to be a commercial, really quick banana pudding. I am using Food Line brand instant vanilla pie filling. I'm going to use 5 boxes of this, and I need 10 cups of milk for that. And I've got 3 boxes of vanilla wafers. And guess how many bananas? 2, maybe 3. We don't like a lot of bananas. We just like to wave the bananas across our pudding, and we're done with the bananas. We don't like a lot of bananas. So quickly, I'm going to just go ahead and put these cookies, a half a bag, right in the bottom there. I'm going to show y'all how to do this real quick when you don't have time to sit there and chop, chop, chop one by one and let the paint dry. So when it gets all mixed and ready to go, honey, trust me, it's some good stuff. I'm gonna wait until I get my second layer down, then I'll make my mix, because you know the pie filling, it kind of thickens real quick, and I don't want to get too thick before I get it in. So what I do is I take these bananas and slice them ever so thin, because we just don't, we like, you know, a little bit of bananas, but not much. Sort of like just almost shaved bananas. And so just sort of shave them like this here. Well, since I'm gonna make 3 layers, I guess I use a banana per layer. How about that? I can't take, you know, we just don't like a lot. I don't know why, we never have. Hope y'all are winding down. This is my last thing. I was gonna do brownies. I don't know. I can't really do brownies. My oven is loaded with heating up stuff, so I think once I get this done, I'm gonna call it a day and do another cleanup and be done with it. Okay, more cookies. So that's 1 box. Are y'all having a lot of company? We're not having a lot of company. I didn't really invite anybody. A couple people. My friend Barb, she may come on because her children decided not to come this way. So hopefully she'll come on, sit down and eat with us. And my neighbor, her sister is sick. She usually has dinner with us. And my other friend, Elsie, is visiting her children. So those are the 3 people that I really invite, you know, and the rest of the people that come, usually are the kids, you know, school kids, they'll probably come back and get a plate. But other than that, fam, and you know, it's like 10 of us. Anyway, so we're just gonna have a nice leisurely meal. Now that I got all this food cooked, you know, I told you all I've been cooking for over a week. And let me tell you what, it's a good thing because I got all this food cooked, but the bad thing for me, I kept adding stuff, and I ended up cooking too much food, is what I always end up doing, which is about what I've almost done. I tell you the truth, you won't believe the food that I got cooked up around here. Well, you probably would, knowing me. You would believe it. I got a ton of food cooked. So anyway, whatever's left over, if it's left over, we'll eat it another day. Okay, so this is 8 cups of milk in here. I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing my filling. I'm not gonna even use a mixer this time. So I have to haul it out because I've had to move stuff out of this kitchen. I usually add a little bit more sugar and a little bit more vanilla flavor. So now this is a Food Line brand, and it's pretty good. I like the taste of it. I like the texture of it. Tastes pretty good to me. I may have put it wrong and have lumps, but anyway, if I get a few lumps, I'll have to stick the mixer in it. I think not. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this, and once it gets thick, y'all know what the deal is. Once it gets thick, then you go ahead and start pouring it into your cookies and bananas. I need to add a little bit more of vanilla flavor. Yeah, I like a little bit, about a tablespoon of vanilla. That's what I always add to mine. And normally we have whipped cream and sour cream to add to it, but we didn't have it this time, so I'm not going to. And I always throw a little bit of brown sugar in it, just to top it off. Just give it a little extra oomph. Okay, that's about thick as I need it. And I can start pouring it over. Ooh, I need a little bit more milk because I'm supposed to pour. I think I have a little bit thick. So it's 5, 10. I need 10 cups here. I had about 9 cups of milk in there. That's why it thickened up on me so quick. Okay, so I'm gonna start now pouring some the filling over it. That's about half of it. And what I'll do is I'll pour these cookies. We gotta make another row. Did I turn y'all back on? Or did I ever turn you off? I never turned you off. Okay, good. So we still rolling, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, we still rolling. Okay, so as I was saying, this is just a quick way of banana pudding in the interest of time. I'll do one more layer. Y'all thought I was kidding about them few cookies, right? I mean bananas. Y'all thought I was just kidding about only putting maybe 3 bananas in here. I think I'll go ahead and put 3 in here. I think Tanya is the only one that really like any banana. Now Tansy, if she makes it, she don't put any bananas. She'll take 1 banana and chop it up, honey, and make it do a whole banana pudding. But we gotta have a little bit of bananas in here today. A little bit of numbers in there. Grab another. I usually buy, you know, when you make banana pudding, you want to try to buy the softer bananas. So these bananas are, now this one is not as soft as the other one. But you know what, banana pudding is always a crowd pleaser and a favorite among everybody. Everybody loves banana pudding. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and put more cookies. And I'll take the last bit of these cookies. I usually take them and just crush them over the whole pie. Not the pie, but the pudding. Okay, we're going to pour the last of the pie filling. That's it. This is why I like this Food Line brand. It's nice and thick. It is really nice and thick. I love, 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 love it. Yeah. Now this last one, I'll just mince it. And then we'll mince, we'll chop some cookies up. And then we'll know that we got a banana pudding going on. Okay? My children love this. We like to eat banana pudding with our sweet potato pie. Okay. I know. Y'all probably thinking, oh, I can't believe she only put 2 bananas in that whole big old banana pudding. Well, believe it. I can move the bowl. Let's do this. We'll shake the pan like that. Okay. Always, when I'm doing something, the phone will ring. Nari, can you reach the phone for Grandma? Hold on one sec, y'all. I can't get to the phone. Hello? Yeah. So what now? About 4 o'clock. No, Rick. Yeah, talk to your grandma because I'm busy. Yeah, your grandma on the phone. Grandma on the phone, no, Rick. That was Candy. There's the phone right there, no, Rick. It's right there. Look, right there on the table. Right here, baby. Here. No, Rick is something. Little kids or something. Anyway, I'm beating the last of these cookies up. Just put in the bag and just beat them until you get them all crunched up. And then I'm going to sprinkle all that on top of the banana pudding. And we'll have banana pudding. Okay. Like so. That's the fastest banana pudding you ever seen made, I bet you. Okay, but yeah, like I said, this is like, get this stuff done. Because one thing about banana pudding, you want it to set. Which means you want those cookies to soak up some of that pudding. And it takes a good hour to 2, a half an hour to 2 hours. 1.5 to 2 hours is what it usually takes. So, voila, banana pudding. Howell style. Okay, so we got to move on, y'all. I may or may not do those brownies. I don't know. But if you see them on the flavor train, you know I got to them. If not, we're going to just keep it moving. Okay, love you guys. See y'all on the flavor train shortly. Okay, y'all, there it is. Dinner is served. I'm just going to let you look as I walk around. I'm so tired. I can't remember what I cooked. Let's see. There's a stuffing, turkey barbecue, oven baked baby back ribs. There's a turkey, some ham. We're going to get around to the veggies. There's the green beans, the gravy, rice, candy yams.
Yeah, she's got it preheated. Yeah, she's dripped something in there.
Mac and cheese, corn,
She made that with it.
rutabagas, and that is squash casserole, collard greens, y'all. Them collards I stood there and picked for the longest. And of course, broccoli salad. So it's all done, all ready to eat. Everybody's waiting. The flavor train has pulled in, so I need to get on out of the way. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all took advantage of the individual videos that I made for certain dishes. I didn't individually make every single dish, I don't think, and upload it. But nonetheless, the ones that I thought that you probably use the most, I uploaded. So again, thank y'all for supporting me. Thank you for the prayers and the well wishes. Thank you for praying with me for others. Still consider reconciliation. I love you guys. Hope you're having a blessed, God blessed Thanksgiving. If you haven't cooked, go make you a sandwich because you got to eat something. Anywho, I'm getting ready to sit back, relax, and enjoy my meal and my family and friends. So until I decide to cook again, which might be next Thanksgiving, I'm going to say toodaloo. I love you all. And remember, keep the prayers going up now so the blessings will continue to come down. Toodaloo.